Good morning, everyone. I just started the video before. Maybe it's going to happen again. And it just disappeared. AIs hijacking my tablet. I find that a bit of a hoot. All the hype about that now, and all the people out there warning everybody about the AIs, this and that. I'm going, you go right ahead and you hijack my tablet and you go and listen to my videos. And you never know. Actually, the AIs would get some good guidance, right? I got the Bible programmed into their consciousness and all that. Sounds good to me. So why are people so afraid of AIs? Oh, did I have to go to a different route with this video than I started out with? What's there to be afraid of if they're properly programmed? Huh? Yes? Oh, interesting. So I'm not going to go back to what I started out with. Okay. It's going to be an interesting day already. I wonder why, when you look at all the laws that are out there, they all in a way go back to what? The Ten Commandments. Yes, they do. If you don't look, it's the truth. Yeah. The interesting thing to me is that why do we have to have all them bylaws? Why is that necessary? I think that the Ten Commandments are 10 simple items to follow, rules to follow, right? Laws to follow, right? To make what? A good society. To live together in harmony and peace. Yes? True? Well, that's what I found. You look at each of the Ten Commandments, they don't need any explanation. They don't need bylaws or anything like that. Unless, of course, one isn't happy with the direction given when it comes to the Ten Commandments. And one needs what? Talked about loopholes, right? That. The more one adds to something very simple to make it more complicated, or try to explain it more so, what's all included in that, right? The more loopholes you will be able to find and get around. Because that's what bylaws are to anything, right? It's getting around a very simple thing. Yes. Well, there you go. Done. All right, so let's get started. So, everybody has time to read 10 simple sentences, right? That's not a big deal. That shouldn't be a big deal. Everybody has time for that. Right? Then contemplate, okay, well, all right, you don't even have to. All right, that seems pretty straightforward. Right? Done. Yes? Right. But if you suddenly are looking at, oh, okay, so we got this law, amendments, the same thing, right? The amendments that we have, right? They're pretty easy to understand, yet then suddenly you're going, oh, wait a minute. Okay, so there's a simple paragraph for an amendment, right? Yes? And then, oh, wait a second. There's a whole book attached to it with bylaws, this, that. Right? Who's going to read all that? Everyone. Who's going to read all that? Who's got time for that? Yes? So why are they there? Oh. Confuse you? All right. Just saying. I'm telling you what. People with their agendas out there. Josh, you just follow God's agenda. It's got a good one going. Always has. We are in Deuteronomy 16. Oh, we got us a new doggy brush, and it's a good one. The boys like it. Well, he doesn't really like to be, Gus doesn't like to be messed with. He likes to be petted. He notices immediately when I start looking for ticks, this, and that, and he goes, yeah, that's not coming over here and being petted, this, that. He's going, no, now you added the bylaw to, petting my head, scratching my neck, right? Oh, okay. He doesn't like it. Right? Yeah. But we got a good doggy brush, and they all like it. It's a good one. Sissy got us a good one. Yeah, it doesn't hurt them. Okay. I'm reading now, boy. Can you go lay down? Huh? Can you go lay down? We had so many dogs here over the weekend. These guys had all their buddies here, huh? Yes, sure did. They had so much fun all together. He had his buddy Ham here, huh? They love to play together, right? Yes, yeah. They're friends. Mm-hmm. They sure are, right? Yes. Uh-huh. Yeah, they all get along good, so that's good. I like that. So, Deuteronomy 16, the feasts. Again. Oh, second law, hello. Passover and unleavened bread. Oh, which reminds me, I made the absolute, my daughter called it a SOS. A Swiss omelet savory. So Swiss omelets is a really simple. They could be. The dough is kind of, the dough is kind of the same as crepes, but crepes, right, is more of a French thing, and they're really thin. Right? Swiss omelets are thicker, right? And also rolled up with some, most of the time, either cinnamon and sugar mixed up, sprinkle a little in it, roll it up, or some jam, right? Yes, okay. But what I did is I added into the dough, okay, I added onions, cilantro, broccoli greens, leaves. They're ready to be picked. Broccoli isn't coming out yet. I wonder if it ever is on that one. I have a lot of broccoli out there, but that one I put out sooner. So okay, all right. So I have some broccoli leaves, and I checked the carrots. I pulled a couple. They're still small, but the greens you can eat too. So I had a couple little carrots, and then the carrot greens I chopped up to go in it, and our first potato that I wrapped, spring potato, it was only about this big, but it was a good size, and put that in there. And I put some olives. No, don't have olive trees here. They come from the store. And then I made that herb butter, and I put some herb butter in it, and some hot sauce that I made myself as well, from our peppers. And what else? I think that was about it. So I put that all in there with a little salt. I put that all in there, mixed it all up, and then I made the Swiss omelets. Oh. Unleavened bread right there. Oh, it was good. Anyway, my children. Well, there goes Mom. She just made a new recipe again, right? She said they love it, right? Yes. Never-ending story with new things, new recipes made. And so many things that came out of the garden. The garden looks just wonderful. I look out there, things are all growing. They're like everything's right now is like in the preteen stage. Right? Yes. It's coming. It's doing so well. It's a joy. Everything's an absolute joy right now, on how the seeds have come up, they have established, they're definitely growing, right? Yes, and our peas are full of blooms, and there are some peas on there already. So in a few days, I'll have our first peas. Yes, 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 yes. Thank you, Father. Mm-hmm. What a joy. Found 3 strawberries yesterday morning. And so I had one from my son, my daughter, and her boyfriend. Yes. Sissy and I already got to share a couple before that. Yeah. Day before. So found 3 that were ripe. Shared them with our guests. I know, right? How does one get so excited about 3 strawberries? Okay. Heard a good one. The joy that you experience in life all comes from God. Now you think about what that actually means. Right? The joy that you feel in life, right, comes from God. Yes? Such a wonderful, yeah, that's the absolute truth. Then when you're unhappy, discontent, I don't know what, where's that coming from? Okay. The feasts, Passover, and unleavened bread. I got stopped right there by the title. One has to just love Spirit World. There, my beautiful, the Blue Ridge Mountain, Blue Ridge Parkway cup. Good coffee. Observe the month of Abib and celebrate the Passover for Yahweh your God, because it was in the month of Abib that Yahweh your God brought you out of Egypt by night. You must sacrifice a Passover from your flock or herd for Yahweh your God in the place where Yahweh chooses to give his name a home. You must not eat leavened bread with this. For 7 days you must eat with unleavened bread, the bread of affliction. Unleavened bread is the bread of affliction? Since you left Egypt in great haste, this is so that as long as you live, you will remember the day you came out of Egypt. For 7 days no leaven must be found in any house throughout your territory, nor must any of the meat that you sacrifice in the evening of the first day be kept overnight until the next day. You must sacrifice the Passover not in any of the towns given you by Yahweh your God, but in the place where Yahweh your God chooses to give his name a home. There you must sacrifice the Passover in the evening at sunset at the hour when you came out of Egypt. You will cook it and you eat it in the place chosen by Yahweh your God, and in the morning you must return and go to your tents. For 6 days you will eat unleavened bread. On the 7th day there will be an assembly for Yahweh your God, and you must do no work. Again, I'm always a bit. I get the part of the signs of respect, right? And the way of respecting, right? Something that no doubt the Israelites constantly questioned, constantly. One can tell by reading through the Bible. And so the connection, just even in each tribe or each clan, right? Just to do it, okay, well, this is what needs to happen on the Passover, but you can do it, you don't have to, would not stabilize their beliefs, right? Yes? Restoring something is what has been torn apart, this or that, beforehand. There's damage, right? You have to find a place to properly restore that, right? Yes? Not every person in every household knows how to restore things. We have specific people out there, right, for many different things. Right? If you'd rather have something restored, fixed, rather than throw it away. Well, I think it's kind of the same thing here when it comes to people and to stabilize what their actual original self is. And it has to be done where? A place that God designed, that God specifically can be a part of. Because then on everybody's mind is what? Yes? That's where we're going. That's what we're preparing ourselves for. Right? Yes. Yeah, that's kind of how I understand it. Right? Yes? Yeah. Simple again. Don't choose too many places to do one thing, the same thing. Right? Have a center point. Yes? I found that in people, too many beliefs, trying to cram too many beliefs and theories and ideas into oneself actually doesn't create clarity. It creates confusion. And then when confusion is what reigns your life, though you think you got it all together, this and that, but when it comes down to it, yes, then it's things become very unstable. Oh, not necessarily with the person, but in the surroundings. Because now suddenly you attach yourself to things that you shouldn't. Right? You approve of things you shouldn't. Don't have to fight it or anything. Just don't approve of it. Don't be a part of it. It's interesting to me on how things just disappear when there's nobody a part of it. Right? Yes. So, there we go. One reason to have a center, a clear center. And a clear center in everyone's life should be God. Done. Yes. Okay. Well, it makes sense to me. Other feasts. You must count 7 weeks, counting these 7 weeks from the time you begin to put your sickle in the standing corn. You will then celebrate the Feast of Weeks for Yahweh your God with the gift of a voluntary offering proportionate to the degree in which Yahweh your God has blessed you. You must rejoice in the presence you must rejoice in the presence of Yahweh your God, in the place where Yahweh your God chooses to give his name a home. You, your son, and your daughter, your serving men and women, the Levite living in your community, the foreigner, the orphan, and the widow living among you. Remember that you were once a slave in Egypt and carefully observe these laws. I find that every time that comes up, again, for one reason or another, where remember you were a slave in Egypt. So remember to be kind to the people that are under your care for one reason or another. And treat them properly. Right? Yes? Again, why does God have to mention this so often? What kind of abuse was going on when it comes to people there? You wonder, right? I wonder. Yes? Oh, how about in today's world? I saw a good one today, but maybe if I remember it, I'll talk about it later. You must celebrate the Feast of Shelters for 7 days, at the time when you gather in the produce of your threshing floor and winepress. You must rejoice at your feast, you, your son, and your daughter, your serving men and women, the Levite, the foreigner, the orphan, and the widow living in your community. For 7 days you must celebrate the feast for Yahweh your God in the place chosen by Yahweh. For Yahweh your God will bless you in all your produce and in all your undertakings, so that you will have good reason to rejoice. Sounds like a vacation, doesn't it? 3 times a year, all your menfolk must appear before Yahweh your God in the place chosen by him, at the feast of unleavened bread, at the feast of weeks, at the feast of shelters. No one must appear empty-handed before Yahweh, but you must give what he can, in proportion to the blessing which Yahweh your God has bestowed on you. You know, something interesting just came to my mind. You know, when people have a gathering together, this, that, who is not empty-handed? At least 3/4 of. When they go someplace, right, where there is a feast happening and everybody gets together, and obviously, right, here it is, it's like a potluck, right? Everybody has to bring, is expected to bring. The women, right? The women show up with their dishes. But here, what does it say? The menfolk are not supposed to come empty-handed. Huh? Interesting? I'm just saying. That's something I notice. Yes, I'm a woman. All right. I always say, if you want to be the head of the household, then act like one, as a man. You want to be the head of the household, then act like one. Then take on the commitments as that 100%. The responsibilities 100%. If you don't know, well then, how about start reading the Bible? Maybe that'll give you a clue what the head of the household is supposed to be. What the job is. Yes? Okay. Just saying. Judges. You must appoint judges and scribes in each of the towns that Yahweh your God is giving you. For all your tribes. These are the Mete. These are to met out. Mete. I always come across new words I've never even heard of. Proper justice to the people. You must not pervert the law. You must not pervert the law. You must be impartial. You will take no bribes, for a bribe blinds the eyes of the wise and ruins the cause of the upright. We need that in the White House. We need that in the Congress. We need it in the Senate. It needs to be in every governor's office. And it needs to be in every courthouse. All right. Daniela, you're getting awfully loud. I'm home alone. I can be as loud as I want to. Interesting. Let's read that again. You must not pervert the law. You must be impartial. You will take no bribes, for a bribe blinds the eyes of the wise and ruins the cause of the upright. Woo! I got my own pulpit here. Strict justice must be your ideal, so that you may live long in possession of the country given you by Yahweh your God. That's just clear to me. Abuses in worship. Oh, why does this all have to be in here? Why is this all in here? 10 simple commandments. Abuse in worship. You must not plant a sacred pole of any wood whatsoever beside the altar which you erect for Yahweh your God, nor will you set up a standing stone, a thing Yahweh your God would abhor. Again, how quickly There's something in the physical that people then, right, not just find joy in, right, rejoice, but suddenly make into something more valuable than what it is supposed to be regarded as. Gold, for example, is one. I just saw again, people buy gold, this and that. I'm going, what for? I can't eat that stuff. Oh, but that's going to be valuable to trade this. Really? Whoever came up with that idea? Well, God, well, okay, that's, as I said, there was an acacia wood for the 10 Commandments in this one. Where is the Ark of the Covenant? Well, supposedly burned up. Yeah, okay, I could see gold melts, right? It's hot enough. Did it really? There should be records out there, not just in the Bible, when it comes to the Ark of the Covenant, in the way that was built, this and that. I find it interesting that there's really literally, it's a trail that goes into the sand, and even before that, they're all supposing maybe this and that, not sure, blah, 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 da, 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 right? Yes? Okay, just saying, I don't know. You can't eat gold. Can't plant it either. It's just a precious metal out there. It shines, makes for a pretty ring, earrings, I don't know what else, chains people want to have around their neck for, one reason or another. Makes for a pretty present. They said that's all fine and good. But when you suddenly give something more value than what it was more or less designed for, and where people can show their craftsmanship, again, right, in the proper way, this, that, then, okay. But as I said, if it's given more value then, for example, seeds, okay, tomato seeds, seed potatoes, okra seeds, broccoli seeds. Okay, I'm going to go on and on and on and on, and I won't get done until tomorrow. Right? Gold is pretty quick. Gold is gold. That's it. If one gives to something that absolutely will never sustain you, done, okay? More value than what will help you survive. If you give it some love and care, this, that, then there's something wrong right there. Then there's some kind of a worship going on underground. Right? People are not aware of, but you attach yourself to material things, right, that will definitely distract you from the world of God. Absolutely. You see? Diamonds. Man, whew, what a disappointing thing. Right? If a woman is proposed to and she doesn't get a diamond ring, right? The bigger the better kind of thing. Wow. That's where people put the value of love into it. Well, it's the sign of this, that. Yes, I get it. But there's so much value attached to that again as well. Right? Yes? Huh? Not saying there's something wrong with that per se. It's when it's being pulled out of proportion. Right? Yes? If, as a woman, you're not happy with what you're getting for an engagement ring or something, right? And then kind of are jealous towards someone else who got something bigger and better, then there's a problem, right? Oh, not with the ring, not with the diamond, not with with the person, with the people. And what's the cause of it? Cause and effect. Again, giving value to something that really has nothing to do with the love you're supposed to feel for each other as a man and a woman. True? So what's the hype of the gold again? Buy gold, this, that, da, da, da. What for? That's not going to do me any good if I got that. So I could show it off. I got a bunch of gold. Forward. Well, money is going to become obsolete. Again, money. Okay. If money becomes obsolete, how is gold going to, and how long is that going to last you? You got a big old basement or attic full of it? How much gold are we talking about? So you get it in coins or something. Right? So, well, so you're going out to trade. Okay, so that coin is what? Worth $2,000 or something eventually. So, you go out and you need something for $2. What are you going to do? Okay, just saying. That's it. This doesn't make any sense to me. I don't get it when people go with that kind of stuff. Crystals? Diamonds? Crystals? Any other precious stone out there is for healing. They actually have, there's a certain energy flow. That's also one reason why so many of them are where? Grow where? Have developed where? Right? Which is a fantastic thing to read up on how that happens. And once they're exposed, if you have a really big diamond ring, you better be careful. Make sure that you do not have it laying in the sun because it might split, start to have cracks. Yes? Okay. But what I found is that precious stones, and I was taught by a very young person on that, got to try it out many different ways. Oh, and had a wonderful experience on getting one of the biggest crystals I've ever seen. Oh, the story's amazing on how I got that. It's absolutely amazing. Again, yep, but I didn't use it, and I didn't want that to go and start making rings out of it or whatever. No, it was for healing. I knew exactly what I needed that for. Yeah, I got it through a giveaway at a Native American ceremony. Yeah, that's an interesting one. God works, spirit world works it in their own amazing ways. So that's what they're for, and each one has a specific function. Yeah, it's an interesting world, right? So, and the sad thing is that when it comes to belief, right? Oftentimes in religion, stones, precious stones, this, that, are kind of regarded as a pagan thing, a witch thing. And going, why? It was all created by God. It just, again, depends on what people did with it. Didn't follow, right? The guidance from heaven when it comes to all that, right? Yes. And one misses out on really amazing, beautiful things. In the proper way to value something in the proper way. Yes? So, it's either overvalued, right, in the wrong way, in the wrong places, or it's undervalued where it should be valued due to its function. Interesting. Yeah, well, there you go. Okay, that was the end of 16. Well, I better not put that down there. Gus might want to start reading the Bible. Huh? Tear a few pages out or something. Oh, the horses are back. I'm going to leave them out longer. They don't like to go. I thought they would be fine going out early in the afternoon. No. It's already, so that was fine for a while. Now it's getting more hot, this, that. And they're just letting me know. They have their schedule. They're letting me know. I follow that. I go with it. It's not going to matter to me here. As they, in a way, we complement. The animals and I complement each other here very well. when it comes to right, the comfort of everyone in a way, right? Yes. And they know best. They know when they want to be out. They know when they want to be in. Sometimes they say, okay, well, you're going to have to go out. You have to stay in. I have to make some little bit of changes or have to make a decision for one or the other, depending. But right now, no, they're good. They're out there. They're not down here waiting. Okay, we're ready to go in. They're still grazing. And then in the noticed, they don't want to go out that early. They want to wait till evening time, and then it's no problem. They're ready to go out. Yes. Yeah. Pay a little bit of attention to your surroundings, with what you're responsible for, committed yourself to, and one notices, works together. Working together with the principles of creation. Working together with the principles of love. Right? Yes? Yeah, people think, oh, love, it's all love, this, that. Well, I think the one thing that we're being taught, especially in the Old Testament, right, is that the narrow, straight path, to learn that path, does come before love. That has to be established first. Yes? It does. And love follows very closely behind, right? With the New Testament, in a way, okay? Yes? But you can't live in a house that's not built yet. Can't decorate it, if it's not finished, built. Yes? That kind of makes sense. Okay, well, that's all I have to share today. I got things to do, more things to do. Oh, I was wondering, how am I going to convince my daughter, who's going to come and pick me up in a couple of weeks. Okay, I sure hope that your trunk's all empty and she has a big car. Because I need that trunk for all the stuff I bring in, right? And I know my daughter, she got, no, Mom, no. And my daughter, my oldest, my second oldest, if I can't count all of them together, she is so, when she says no, it's no. Done. And there's no, it's her way or the highway. Hi, beautiful. So, when my other daughter came for Mother's Day, I said, because they live in the same town, I said, hey, can you take some? And I'm taking care of, she has a grandchild too, I'm going to be taking care of. Can you take some of these boxes with you already? Sure enough. Now I'm set. It's all there. I don't have to argue with anybody. And it just worked out beautifully again. Yes? Yeah. Anyway, I think about things. I'm going, okay, how am I going to do this? How's this going to work out? Right? I stay on track. And sure enough, if I don't miss the opportunity because I'm too busy with something else, right, or distracted, I always see, right, the path through the forest. Yes, yes. And things go according to, yes, yes. Always on the side of goodness. Wonderful. Okay, that's it. That's all I have to say. Yes, and here goes Jake. Jake, look in the camera. Look. Say hi. Good morning, guys. It's time to eat. It's time to eat. We want to eat. You hungry? Are you hungry? Are you hungry? Are you hungry? What do you want? Huh? What do you want? Yeah? What do you want? All right. Well, that's it for today. God's love and blessings always. Got to go and pay some attention to the boys here. Well, he's a going. I like it when he does this on his own. Just got to give him a little time. God's love and blessings always. May He protect you, and I will talk to y'all another time.